Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by today. You know, I'm not surprised when couples break up over here. I'm surprised when they stay together. I just want to talk about this for a little bit because, as everybody knows, in the Philippine genre over here, there's been some high-profile couples that are having problems. They getting divorced, separated, and everything. I won't say any names. I think y'all know the 2 or 3 couples that I'm referring to. And everybody seems to be shocked. Oh, I never saw it coming. And because you're not over here for the most part. You have no idea what really goes on over here. So here's what I'm going to tell you. If you were here, boots on the ground, you would see the most unlikely couples, first of all. Just crazy combinations. It has a lot to do with the age gap, the cultural differences. Only then would you say, man, I'm shocked to see these people stay together. If you only knew that most of the men that you see, myself included, with successful relationships is because they've already been with 2, 3, 4, 5 women before. There's a lot going against you in a relationship over here. It's not as easy as most people will have you think. You know, everything's not as it appears. Okay, what's that saying? Everything's not what it seems. These relationships are hard, man. And I don't want to hear any statistics about, oh, if you marry a Filipino, you're more likely to stay together and get a divorce. That's not true, boots on the ground over here. There's a lot, man. The odds are against you staying with that one woman. So let's just talk about that. What you're going to see when you get over here in the Philippines, more than likely you're going to see a woman somewhere between 20 and 30 years old, and she's usually going to be with a man somewhere between 55 and 90. Okay? This is what you're going to see. You're going to see beautiful, attractive women most of the time with old men, old crusty men. And when I say crusty, I mean they're over the hill. They're long past their prime. And the first thing you're going to wonder is, how in the world did they even get together in the first place? Well, there's a lot of things you can look at. The less attractive you are as a man over here, the more money you better have. Because if you look at the men over here, the ones who really don't have a whole lot of money, they're not with these damn pieces. So it has a lot to do with it when you see these just unlikeliest people together. You know something's going on. So don't be shocked when they break up. Be shocked when they stay together. This doesn't make sense to you because you're over there 8,000 miles away watching these videos. You don't see these couples over here. You don't see the 22-year-old with the 70-something-year-old man walking down the beach and he clearly has on a diaper. You don't see all of that. We just always worry about, well, why are they together? What it's going to take for you to get a woman over here and all of that. The odds are against your relationship staying together. That first one never works out, guys, okay? If it does, you're the exception. Okay, you're not the rule. After a while, some of these women, they get tired of dealing with older men. You know, when they say, oh, it's not all that, you know, that it's cracked up to be. And can you blame them? Really? After a while, some of these women, they get tired of being caretakers and caregivers because that's what they are. But a lot goes into it, man. The biggest thing over here, biggest reason why these relationships don't work, in my opinion, is the cultural differences. It's too much going on, man. We're not even trying to learn the culture or anything about the culture. We just come over here, most of us, we're older, we're set in our ways. We ain't trying to learn the language. We're not trying to change. We're not trying to do anything. We just want an attractive younger woman. And we think that, our pension can get that for us. We've been listening to the wrong people, man. Okay, it's tough to keep a relationship together over here. You're going to have to go to 2 or 3 or 4 women before you even know what constitutes a good Filipino. Because they're all not good. They're all not the same. They all have their own personalities. They all look quirks and stuff like that. But in order for you to appreciate a woman over here, you got to deal with more than one of them. But yeah, they get tired. We get tired. Remember, we're paying for everything. We got to be quiet. We can't complain. We can't really voice our opinions over here. And that stuff builds up. And then one day you just wake up and be like, I'm done with this shit. But the cultural differences is number one. Number two is the age gap, man. You have nothing in common. Most of the time, what we have in common is the sex. It's the bedroom. Once you get out of that bedroom, if you're able to still perform up to a certain level that's going to please them, now you don't have nothing in common. She's watching her TV shows or watching the phone or talking to her friends and all that. And you're over here as crickets. You're simply by yourself. It's crazy, man. This video won't make any sense to you because you're simply watching us on video. You're not even scratching the surface of what you see over here. If you go out to some of these malls, some of these bars and everything like that, you're going to see some crazy combinations of people together. She might be 4'3" and 22 years old. He may be 6'4" and 64 years old. It's a wonder that they're even together to begin with, let alone stay together. I'm telling you from experience, a lot of times it's the timing when you meet the woman, because we're carrying a lot of baggage over here. Most men that come over here, man, they got a lot of baggage. Divorces, grown children, and all of that. We want the woman to be perfect, though. And when she's not perfect, we're ready to get out of there. Or we get the roving eye. That's another thing that causes breakups over here. Did anybody tell you that? That this woman you've committed to online, when you get over here, you're going to see 100 women that you're going to have access to, that's going to look better, that's probably going to be more compatible with you than her. So you get that roving eye. I always tell guys, look, bring the dark sunglasses because you're going to look. I mean, if you're attracted to Asian women, man, this is like the Asian woman capital. There's some beautiful women here. I mean, if you're into Asian women, okay, Filipinos aren't the typical Asian women. So yeah, don't be surprised when you see these couples break up, man. Because you're going to be wondering, like, how in the world did they get together to begin with? I mean, but you got to be honest. You can't be in some fantasy thinking because the man's got money, that's going to make the relationship work, or because the woman's attractive, that's going to make it work. Some crazy couples you see over here. You've heard a lot of people call it the land of misfits, man. They're not even scratching the surface. You won't know what we're talking about until you get over here. When you see women, leading men across the mall, they're shuffling. They can't hardly see. They can't hardly move. And they get what they can get out of the relationship, and then they gone. Be surprised when they stay together, guys. When they stay together. And most of the relationships you're looking at online, they haven't even been together long. The man hasn't even been over here that long. They're giving you this false sense of, oh, when I get over here, I'm going to have a successful relationship. I've been over here 6 years. I've been coming to the Philippines on and off for 15 years. And I've had, I'm going to say 5, I'm talking about living partners, basically. Not because I'm some bad guy or the woman's no good. The cultural differences. There's something that we miss along the way. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I just wanted to talk about this because y'all making a big deal out of nothing, man. That's what happens over here. These relationships don't work. They're abnormal. Hey, they're abnormal. It's not normal relationships, man. It's not a normal relationship when you got a 69-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman. I've got a guy who we chat back and forth. He's 70 and the girl's 19. That's not normal. That relationship's not going to work, man. Is it going to shock me? No, it's not going to shock me. But if 6 years down the road they're still together, that's going to shock me. Okay? The odds are against you having a committed relationship the first time around. It's people that do it, but they're the exception. Okay, I'm going to just tell you the truth. So when you see me and Marilyn together, that's because I've been with other women before. I know what a good woman is now when I didn't before. Because if I'd have known before, it'd have never got to Marilyn. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. Find it in your heart to help somebody. I put that video out today, that little short video about Jonathan Gant. Listen, guys, he's in dire need of help. I don't know the guy. A friend of Marilyn is married to, I believe, one of his friends, and they live in America. She sent it to Marilyn. She said, hey, can you help? She's sending it out to all her friends, really, not just Marilyn. And I said, sure, I'll put it out there. He was helping children over here on Christmas Eve, and he collapsed. He's got some heart problems. And without our help, he's not going to make it. His hospital bills, including recovery, is going to be somewhere around $100,000. Man, he's in serious condition, if that's the case. In the Philippines, $100,000, but he also needs blood. So if you have O positive blood and you're in Cebu, and you want to, you find the need to, to donate some blood to the man. He's in the Changhua Hospital in Cebu. Remember, they got two Changhua hospitals. One in Mandawi City, one in Cebu. He's in the one in Cebu. Find in your heart to help him if you can. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Don't come over here thinking that the first woman you meet, you're going to ride off in the sunset with her, because more than likely, that's not going to happen. Stop making a big deal out of breakups when that's the norm. When they stay together, man, that should shock you. Don't be surprised when you see these guys, going in and out of relationships. That's usually what happens over here. It takes a while for you to really find somebody that's compatible with you, that you can get along with. Okay? So take care, everybody.